Finally, a scenery change for once. Welcome back to episode 19 of my main progress series. I just came back from a little bit of running around doing some stuff. I've been pretty sick this week, so I've been a little bit slacking. Over this weekend, I've done pretty much mostly sleeping. So I don't have a whole lot, but we're gonna get into the video in one, two. This is my clue setup. I'm not an expert at clues, but it's one of the things that I've always done to make some money. And as you can see, I have absolutely bare minimum coins. I have like old school RuneScape money right now. I don't even have 10 mil. Um, Easy clues, definitely my favorite type of clue to do, just because you can zip zap all over the place. But this is my setup, and I'm going to do a little bit of an explanation before I get into it. I'm here at the Manor Farm, which is a really nice teleport. The reason why it's such a nice teleport is that it's so close to like a center point on the map that if you're doing a clue that involved with having to like elite clues with the arrow step where you're kind of like checking the coordinate, like triangulating yourself depending on where the clue is and where you're standing. I try to teleport here because A, it's a free teleport with the Arduino cape thing, and B, it's just dead center in the map. You can get a little bit more centered by going to like Port Sarum, but that's not a free teleport. I'm using a Wicked Hood for all the different teleports you get from that, because you can teleport to each one of these areas, and that is a whole lot of different places you can go on the map. You can also get steps like crafting a death rune, or I think you need to craft a blood rune for one of those steps. But for easy clues, I use the body rune and the earth rune teleport so many times. I have the Big Book of Piracy for teleporting myself to mostly harmless, and Dragon Tooth Isle, or I think that's an elite clue. It's either an elite or a hard step. The Globetrotter Backpack. So the Globetrotter Backpack allows you to swap a step. So if you get a step that you don't like, or you get a step that's in a really bad place, or just somewhere that's difficult for you, you can use that charge, if you have a charge available, to swap that clue step. And it doesn't progress you anywhere into the clue, but it does get rid of that step for you, which I know for people on old school might be a little bit cringy, but it's really nice. I use my Desert Amulet 4 because I get a Narda teleport out of it, and you can also teleport to Uzer, but I don't generally use the Uzer teleport near as much as I use the Narda teleport, because Narda is a good place to teleport to in the desert, because there's quite a few steps that require you to be in the desert. The Tyrwin Quiver, also, it has a lot of teleports on it. The Harmony Pillars being the closest one that I know of to a Gnome Glider, so you can get to the Gnome Glider system pretty quickly, or Islwin is really close to a fairy ring, but I don't use that fairy ring because I have portable fairy rings. I'll get into that in a second. But all these other spots are really nice for Isfadark steps. So it's also a halfway decent way to get to a bank, because there's a bank right next to Islwin. I don't need that because I have the Max Guild teleport though. So the Wilderness Sword, it's a good weapon. It's level 60. I mean, it's not the greatest weapon, but it's great for. It's good enough to deal with double agents. You get some teleports out of that too. You can go to the Herb Patch, the Forthenly Dungeon, and Edgeville. I find myself teleporting to Edgeville all the time. The jacket, probably the most important piece of the entire set. So if you're looking to buy this stuff, I would start with the jacket, even though it's probably, I think it's the most expensive one. It teleports you right to where your clue is. I generally use it on X marks the spot clues, and I don't know, elite clues a lot. So, and then I have my enhanced Excalibur for my bladed dive, which you don't need to have anymore because dive is now just an ability that you can use to get around the map. So for people that don't know, in RuneScape 3, you can use Surge and bladed dive to move around. It's a nice little perk to playing RuneScape 3 because you can zip around the map really, really fast. And because I have dual wielded melee weapons, I'm allowed to use bladed dive. I don't have the quest done for the other abilities. I will get it eventually, but I just, if I don't need it, then I don't need it. So the Globetrotter shorts, they act like your emote when you have a Yuri step. So You just activate that, and if you have the items in the hidey hole, you don't even have to put them on. It just does it automatically. It'll spawn Yuri and you talk to him. For medium clues, when you have to do two emotes, you have to hit the signal twice, or else it doesn't work. The Globetrotter arm guards, they hold the teleport scrolls from clues, which is really nice because you can teleport to all these different places. I only use the lighthouse and Polovanich. I don't even think I use Polovanich. I used to use the bandit camp ones, but I found myself just using the home teleport more often than not. The boots are okay, I guess. I don't find myself running out of run energy very often, but when I do, you just activate that and it will replenish your run and give you like a run energy gain boost for I think 15 or 10 minutes, something like that. And I have a ring of dueling charged. So these things they're called compacted teleports. They're made through invention, and you can use one of these teleport compactors to combine a whole bunch of jewelry into one item. So you don't have to keep a whole stack of dueling rings in your bank. You just charge them all up, and you have one supercharged item. I have a couple of them here. So I got a charged game necklace, traveler's necklace, skills necklace. All of these things have really nice teleports. The ring of respawn. All these things have really useful and convenient teleports. So starting from the top, the invitation box is from one of the Silsk quests, but it takes you right to the limestone mine. Draken's medallion, all over Mauritania. The Seer's headband for when I have to go into dark areas, just lights everything up for you. The Karos clue carrier for holding onto my clues because it just helps with bank space. The Dungeoneering cape for the plethora of teleports you can get all over the world to all the different resource dungeons. They're all super duper useful. Games necklace. I keep the collection log on me for some weird reason. I don't know why. The heart teleport is generally, I think it's just a master clue thing because there's a couple steps in there. My Pharaoh scepter, which is almost out of charges for going into what's that place called? The desert area, Sophanum. That's what it is. And I think that's the only part that I actually use that for. So that's a hard clue step to getting to the pyramid. The Ark Journal for getting to all of the Washanko Isles, or whatever you want to call it, the Ark. There's quite a few different master clue steps there. And the portable fairy ring, which I know is super cringy for old school RuneScape players to see, but it's essentially just a fairy ring you can put in your pocket. It's made through invention. Kind of a pain in the ass to make because you need fungal components, and those are from Ganodermic creatures, and those boots are not cheap. I mean, I think they're like 300 or 400k, but still not that bad. Dave's teleport spellbook. So it's like chipped tabs you can use to get all over the game into specific different areas. So the Watchtower teleport, Camelot, Falador, Adorn, Lumbridge, and Varrock, they all have like a different place than the normal magic teleport, if you know what I mean. Like the Varrock one is it's over by the museum. The Watchtower one is by the observatory. The Camelot one is at the dock. The Falador one, I don't know exactly. I can't remember where the Falador one takes me. Let's just do it. I have 500 of them. Why not? To see exactly where it takes me. It goes to the south part of Falador. That's right. I forgot about that. So depending on where the step is, you can get a little bit closer. The Ring of Respawn, it takes you to all the different respawn locations across the game. Lumbridge, Falador, Camelot, Sorwers, Birthwhip, and Nowhere. And I keep a couple of these in my inventory along with teleport to house tabs. I don't use the Ectophile very much. Traveler's Necklace takes you to the Wizard's Tower, the Outpost, and the south of the Desert Eagle Eyrie, which is kind of a useless teleport in my opinion, but whatever. And the Skills Necklace is super clutch for getting to like the Fishing Guild, the Mining Guild, a whole bunch of the Invention Guild, for instance. My Ring of Kinship takes me to Daemonheim for the elite steps that are there. And I usually, on that topic, I usually would attune one of my boss portals to the Dragonkin Laboratory because there's an elite step that's quite often there. If you get a elite step with an arrow that's pointing this way, or I guess you can't see my mouse, but up there, it's generally, more often than not, I just teleport straight there and it's already there because it's a very out of the way step. And the Cave of Legends for getting in front of the Legend Guild because that's a very common clue step. I guess they're all as common as all of them. I don't even know what I'm saying at that point. And the archaeology journal for getting to the dig site and that end of Varrock. So without further ado, I'm going to do 10 easy clues, and I'll be right back for an opening to end the video with. Oh, I almost forgot. So this is another thing with RS3 that definitely helps a lot. So this is a totem. So with the Totem of Treasure, all it does, and it's a very simple thing, if you have a step or if you have a clue that has 5 steps, this totem automatically makes it so that clue would actually be 4 steps, and so on and so forth. So if you have a clue that was going to be 6 steps, it's going to be a 5-stepper, all the way across the board. Really, really helpful on easy clues. It makes it so fast. Like 2-step clues are totally a thing. I love it. I actually don't 100%. I don't really know how many steps are for each clue, but yeah, all you have to do is charge this totem up. Getting the totem is another story, though. It's a little bit harder. So if you're doing clues, I definitely recommend getting this, but it's not totally like necessary. It resets every week, and you have to come by here and you have to charge it up with your divination. It's pretty simple. You just gotta stand here and watch for these temporal instabilities to come up. I don't even know if it's completely necessary for you to click them, but I just kind of wait and hand my camera above like this and just wait for one to happen. I generally right click on them, because if you misclick on them, you're gonna run away and it's gonna stop doing this charging animation. But yeah, I'm just kind of sitting here waiting for this bar to fill up, and then I'm going to finish up doing a whole bunch of clues. I haven't mentioned yet that the way that you charge your equipment up is actually by doing clues. So the easiest way that I've found for doing these charges is to do easy clues. They're really fast and you can get charges really quickly. I just got a Globetrotter jacket charge and a backpack charge. I generally will do easy clues until I have 4 charges on my Globetrotter jacket. And then I will switch over and I will do 1 or 2 elite clues depending on how many really bad steps I get. Sorry for my phone notification going off. But here's a good example of why Bladed Dive and Surge are really nice, because then you can just go do that and then do another one right here. And I want to see if I can get this right on video. You run over here. I click right here. And then I will Bladed Dive and Surge. And it takes me right there. And I did that right, which is really nice. And we're just going to keep on trucking through, see how many clues I can get done in about 10 minutes. I usually get about 10 easy clues per 10 minutes, so about a minute a clue. There's a bush right there that I want to spy on, but I doubt I'm going to be able to see it through the fence. Come on, game, give me... Hey, it worked! Awesome, sweet, I got 27 penguin points. What a good guy. I just found a crashed star. I don't think I've seen one here before. Let me see if I can tag it. Be the first one to tag it? Yeah, I got the first one to tag it. That's a nice little bonus. So I just used one of my swap clues because I got a clue at the Sitharid Abbey, which is it's not that far away, but when you're doing easy clues, time is of the essence, and I just wanted to get it done and over with as soon as possible. I also have my Slayer cape on my backpack, which is a part of the Max Guild thingy-mabobber, and I can teleport to all the Slayer Masters in the game. I have one more clue, and I think this might even be the last step, so let's just take a look. Just go back over here. Mind my frantic clicking. That's the wrong guy. Is it this guy? Nope, I need Gaius. Where's this Gaius? Where are you, Gaius? Where are you? Are you in here? Yes. Talk to Gaius. Give me a clue. Oh, no casket. Alright. Okay, I'll be right back with a... Oh, or 10 caskets. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so yeah, that took me about 10 minutes. I got 10 easy clues here. And like I said before, easy clues are actually pretty decent for making money. They're not as good as hard clues, obviously, but they still have quite a few fortunate component items, which is definitely that's where all the money comes. Unless you're hunting for some cool stuff, going for as quick fortunate components as possible it's definitely your best bet. So I've got 411 easy clues completed, and let's see if we can get some more collection log stuff ticked off. Just open that up and just see what we can get here. I've got quite a few of them, but I need a lot more. So let's just fire through some of these. Yeah, see, 1 mil just from just an easy clue. No problem. Simple. We're gonna re-roll that. And look at that. 3 Zammy pages 4. What are the odds of that? That's badass. I am so happy for that. We're gonna fire through some more of these. Look at that. All right, got another mill. Like I said, I'm very poor right now, so any of the money is greatly appreciated. I'm gonna roll that just cause. Could have gotten lucky, but I didn't. All right, into the next one. All right, no re-roll. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I got a cookie. I'm gonna keep the cookie. Let's eat the cookie or drink the cookie, whatever you want to call it. Okay, that is a collection log item. Thank you. Awesome. Definitely not gonna re-roll that. Let's come on. Oh, I got another cookie and a fortunate component. Awesome. I'm gonna save these for later. Good. Yeah, that's a re-roll. I might even just re-roll it till I get a fort. Let's just keep re-rolling it. 161k. Wow. Wow. That's almost the same clue. We're gonna re-roll it again. Might as well. I should have eaten that cookie before I opened that. Oh well. Whatever. Still 123k. And I think I got 3 Meerkat Scrolls stacks in a row. That's crazy. Anyway. Hey, that's a good drop. Thank you, SpiderMan. You know, I've said this before, but it doesn't really feel like you don't feel it until you actually like continuously do something and then you actually feel progress. But I used to hate this boss, but I'm actually having a lot of fun. This is being a lot more enjoyable than I thought it would be. And I know I haven't like actually sat at this boss and grinded it out for hours and hours and hours, but I'm actually kind of enjoying this. And I'm also enjoying the fact that I'm about to get a drop. Come on. Nah. Whatever. That's okay. I've been really, really lucky with this boss so far, so I can't really complain. And like, for that whole kill, I used 2 freaking brew doses and 2 pieces of food because I tick eat. And like, I used to use an entire inventory of food just to kill it once. And yeah, Crypt Bloom putting in work. Alrighty, so thanks for watching. I've really had a good time this week, and I hope that you guys did too. If you like the video and you enjoy the series, think about liking the video and maybe subscribing. It'd be really, really cool. It would put a big smile on my face, and I just want to say that this is the last video I put out is the first video I've ever done that did more than 50 views, and I'm actually at almost 90 views. So making me feel really, really good about doing this series. Anyways, thanks guys. Have a good one.